What's good, chat? What's good? What's good? What's good? Caramel, welcome to the chat. Tony, G-Ma Tony, welcome to the chat. G-Ma, I got your email. I emailed you back today. Appreciate you letting me know. Steady Hand was good, man. Welcome to the chat. You doing great. Doing great, man. Rolling up a little song right now. You know what I'm saying? We about to get into these reactions. It's a good Friday night, man. Sky in the chat. Welcome to the chat. Gaming Paradise. Welcome to the chat, man. What y'all up to this Friday night though? It's the weekend, man. Y'all outside or y'all inside? Y'all in the crib or what? Y'all see where I'm at. I really stay in the crib unless I'm out of town or something. I ain't gonna lie. Holly not in here yet. Where Holly at? So you watching basketball? The finals on right now, ain't? Or the playoffs or something right now? Y'all know I don't really know nothing about sports. I ain't gonna lie. I don't never keep up with sports. But I did hear somebody, I was listening to a podcast, somebody was talking about the playoffs. That's the only reason I know. Said, yeah, man, in the crib watching Friday Night SmackDown. Friday Night SmackDown. That's WWE. I didn't even know people still watched it. I used to watch that when I was a kid. Yes, sir, Doc. I ain't watched WWE in years. WWE, yeah, people still watch. Word. I had no idea. What y'all be watching it on? Y'all got cable TV? Ain't no way people still be watching cable TV. The only thing I watch is YouTube, I ain't gonna lie. Unless I'm with my girl, I watch Netflix. Well, other than that, it's straight YouTube. Sometimes I watch a stream. But YouTube really like my Netflix. Alright. Let's get into these reactions. Yeah, I got plans for tomorrow, for the weekend. So yeah, I got Hulu and Amazon Prime. Or alright. We got let's see which one of these we wanna do first, chat. Oh. Let's do the longest one first. We got President Che. I turned an old camper into a luxury tiny home. Y'all know President Che be going crazy with the bills.
In this video,
him and his brother and his pops.
We're transforming an old, ugly camper.
Jeez. She got the laundry washer. Got the washing machine.
Into a beautiful, one-of-a-kind tiny home.
So I'm editing and watching basketball. I'm gonna edit tomorrow and watch basketball. Or
here's how this started. Earlier this year, my friend Trenton texted me and asked if there's any way we could build him a tiny house for him and his girlfriend to live in.
what?
Asked if there's
Hey dude, if you're needing something else to build for a video, can you redo a camper for me to live in? That's tough. A friend hit you up knowing you can build stuff just for your video. Well, not just for the video, just to help them out too. That's hard. Friends giving you content.
Any way we could build him a tiny house for him and his girlfriend to live in. We said yes. So naturally, we went on Facebook and bought this camper for almost $4,000.
This is perfect. This is
4K?
perfect. Dude.
4,000 ain't bad for a camper.
Little refrigerator, man.
We thought it was a steal because it was 30 feet long and it looked like it was in pretty much livable condition with some minor leaks.
Living area.
Jesus, huge.
Is that a washing machine? Yes.
But after looking closer, the leaks were worse than we thought. Nothing worked and everything was extremely dirty. And look at this toilet. Ugh, like, how does it even get this bad? Behind it, the wall is even stained with pee.
Doesn't even work, right? No, it's perfect.
Oh, yeah!
Kobe! Kobe!
But then he in the rage room.
You need a break. Good.
The cabinets were nice. They are hype.
Pull it! Pull it!
Kobe know how to build them real cabinets.
Pull it! Good job, bro. It's out.
Emptying this camper proved to be a much bigger challenge than I thought. It took us hours just to do the living room, and the pile of trash was nearly 7 feet tall. And again, that was just the living room. We still had the bathroom and the bedroom to clear out. By the way, when we got this camper, we weighed it, and it ended up being exactly 6,480 pounds. Once the camper was empty, we wanted to know how much we took out, so we weighed it again, and this time it was 4,300 pounds, meaning that pile of stuff weighed 2,200 pounds.
Jeez.
Now that we have this thing torn apart, it's definitely not as good as we thought it was. For starters, there's mold everywhere. When we bought this camper, it had some leaks in the ceiling, it smelled a little funny, but overall we thought it looked really nice. And oh boy, were we wrong. Mold, 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 mold.
Dang, that whole floor black. I already know. Dang. Oh, that camper done for. They're gonna have to rebuild everything.
Was that overwhelming? Good, because that's how we felt.
Everything is in terrible shape. It is rotten everywhere in here.
And you can see once we had the walls out, the ceiling caved down. We didn't think much of it at first, but this would come back to haunt us later. For now, we got to work scraping off the rotten wood off the walls and the ceiling. After 2 days of this, you can see now we have clean white foam along both walls and the ceiling. Now we could get started ripping out this moldy floor. And look what my dad found underneath this sheet of plywood.
Shingles. Roofing shingles.
Oh my gosh, man!
What?
Shingles are for the roof, guys.
Because this is going to be our friend Trenton's house, we didn't need the holding tanks anymore for the water, so we took those out.
Tank is going. Tank is going. See you, Tank.
And after that, we had a nice, clean subfloor to work with. Nope.
This made me ready to work on my old shed that I got. The old broken down shed. Make it come back to life.
Mold.
There is some
But y'all know we gotta get the porch done first though.
good news. It doesn't stink anymore, and Kobe has a plan.
5 plants. Each one better than the last.
If you look at this picture of me standing in the camper, you'll see that we don't have any room on the ceiling height. That's where
Holly, welcome to the chat. Where you been at, Holly?
putting this wood underneath the metal. That way we could change these aluminum bars from being mushy like this to super solid like this.
Shaking really solid. Really solid.
And after all the framing was done, we then capped it off with plywood that you can actually stand on.
It's starting to smell like new wood in here instead of an old moldy house.
There's still some mold. Like there's still some mold somewhere in there. They need to do a deep cleaning first. I mean, the floor good though. They took the whole floor out. They ain't doing the walls yet. And then they took all the wood out too, so it can't be no mold. All the wood is gone.
After the plywood was installed, we could then glue down foam for insulation and to fill in the gap.
Insulating the floors.
And now that all that green foam was in, we went around and covered all the gaps with spray foam to seal it off. Once it was dry, we scraped it off flat, where we could finally glue the real subfloor down.
Yep, that's a lot of glue.
Yep.
Anything else anybody can say?
Looks like glue.
Over there. It's starting to look better already. I wonder how many days done passed by already in this video. They make it look easy, but it's probably been a couple days already.
Just look at the difference between what we had and the new floor. It was amazing, and it was super strong. That's insane! With the floor done, we were finally ready to start building our walls. But do you guys remember how I said the saggy roof would come back to bite us? Well, here we are. Upon closer inspection,
That's not good.
there was mold above the foam.
That is not what you want in a roof.
And it wasn't just in one spot,
Everywhere.
it was everywhere. If you're wondering what made this camper so bad to begin with, it was all of these holes in the roof. When you get a camper, you're supposed to reseal the roof every couple years, and if you don't, this is going to happen to it. And I know there's some of you watching planning to buy a camper and redo it, but you need to be very careful with what you buy. We spent $4,000 on this thing and it was still a pile of junk. At this point, we had no idea what to do. We just have a roof with a bunch of holes in it.
Gotta replace the whole roof.
So we figured we might as well get the camper inside. After watching some YouTube videos, we learned that this roof is nothing more than a sheet of vinyl, kind of like a liner in a pool. And they sell kits on Amazon to replace them. That's all we needed to know.
Oh, you gotta replace the whole roof. It's crazy that the roof that flimsy though. It's like, dang. I didn't know that flimsy.
Ow.
After tearing this roof out, you might notice that there's only 2 cross braces that were meant to hold up the AC unit. That's it. The rest of this roof was just foam and wood. And since the wood rotted away, that's why it was sagging.
Time to weld.
To fix this roof, I
You gonna put metal beams. Watch, chat. That ain't gotta be knowing.
picked up a new skill. I learned how to weld aluminum. Pretty crazy. It's not too much different from steel, although you do have to have gas.
Whoa! What I tell you, chat, I just be knowing what's about to happen. Like, I be knowing what they need to do. Great minds think alike.
Dude, that is such an accomplishment.
Yeah, we're welding aluminum.
Once I knew I could actually do it, we cut a ton of aluminum beams to go across the roof, connecting the walls, making it stronger than it was before. Most of my welds actually look pretty good, I think, except for a couple that look like this. Yeah, let's look at the good ones. Overall, though, everything was extremely strong now. Look how wiggly the wall used to be versus what it is now.
Okay.
Dude, that's nice.
No. Now, it's time to cut. No, only I get to do that.
No, we both get to do it.
Stop, dude, stop.
Then I cut a ton of 2x4s in the shape of a triangle where the water has a place to run off, because we're going to mount these to the aluminum like that. Once this wood was screwed in, it made the beams even stronger. All this was
They went wood and metal.
where we could easily screw down our plywood.
It's pretty crazy to have a walkable roof on this camper as opposed to a sagging,
Word.
leaking one. Look at this. Well, we finally have a ceiling that's not falling down. Now we just gotta make it done.
Oh, well, it looks like I got the rock music playing, so we might be entering a montage. Hold on to that food you're eating because it's about to get
I
wild.
ain't eating no food, man.
Just look at the way my dad glues. Insane. And the way Colby installs these foam sheets,
man. Same thing, steady hand. That's metal.
mesmerizing.
It's thin metal.
What I don't want is this to fall on us.
With a brand new roof and ceiling, we finally had a mold-free camper, meaning it was time for the walls, which, thanks to the leaky roof, were in horrible shape and needed reinforcing. So me and my dad built wooden walls out of 2x2s, kind of like you'd find in a house, to help support the roof, the walls, and make everything stronger.
We want it tight. That way it's supporting this wall that kind of fell down a little bit.
Make that thing sturdy.
Look at this.
Oh yeah, that thing ain't sturdy now.
The whole camper moves now. I can't even flex the ceiling.
In case you can't tell by the outline of the toilet, right now we're framing in the bathroom and the bedroom way in the back. This is what we thought we had when we bought the camper. And now that the walls are up, it's time for everybody's
Looking like a
favorite
real
segment.
tiny home. So it's electric time.
It's electric time.
They need to call your boy. Next time, hey, President Che, if you watching, man. Next time you need some electrical work done, call your boy. Call your boy Stan Wilkins, man. They basically built it from scratch, basically.
While you weren't looking, I also installed the water heater. Meanwhile, my dad ran all the wires back to our breaker box.
We got that all natural ginger ale right here. That's what we drinking on right now. Zero sugar, zero fat, zero sodium. Ingredients: carbonated water, natural flavors, citric acid, stevia extract, and ginger extract. It's all natural right here.
Now I'm going to install this thing. It's a plug for the camper.
And once I hooked up the main line that powered everything, my dad was able to organize this rat's nest
Hey,
of
steady hand.
wires. Taking it from this to this. Always so satisfying.
Your side.
No, they always gotta put hella lights in there. Like, why you need that many lights in that one spot? That's crazy. They do be looking good though.
We're about to be out of darkness. Here we go.
Darkness.
There are 19 can lights in this camper now.
Crazy.
It's beautiful. Somewhere within this montage too, we did plumbing, which is all the blue and red pipe you see everywhere. I just didn't show it because TikTok is killing you guys' attention span. So, you're welcome, I guess. The last thing we had to do before buttoning these walls up was install our air conditioning unit. Again, this camper is not really going to go anywhere. It's going to be our friend Trenton's house and it's going to stay at his land. So
Yeah, it's a house. He building it for his oh yeah, you was watching Sky. He building it for his homeboy.
Mr. Cool actually sponsored this video and sent us their DIY mini split.
That's nice.
I personally love Mr. Cool and I actually bought this exact same unit 2 years ago when I did my bus. If you're putting this on a house, you can get a bracket that holds it, but we had to get a little creative because it's going on the front of a camper, which is not recommended at all. Mr. Cool mini splits are meant for houses that do not move down the road. The only reason we're doing this is because this camper is only going to move one time in its entire life.
Wow, look at that. Nice.
Next was the inside head unit.
Oh, there it is.
Normally hanging a head unit can be kind of difficult, but Mr. Cool comes with this great cardboard template that tells me exactly where to put my screws and drill my holes. Once those are marked, I get the bracket that came with the kit and just screw it on.
There you go.
Then hanging it up is literally as easy as this.
W promo.
That's it.
That's it.
Now I'm stopping the music because it's time to get serious for a minute. I don't know how much you guys know about mini splits, but the hardest, scariest part about them is the refrigerant lines. Ugh. For the refrigerant lines on a normal mini split, you need all of these tools to do it. For Mr. Cool, 2 wrenches is all you need. Instead of having to pull a vacuum and drain the lines of air, these lines come pre-charged with gas, so all you have to do is screw them together, meaning you don't have to worry about leaks. And after you gently tighten with a wrench, both on the outside and inside, hook up the very nicely labeled electric, let the gas loose, you're literally ready to turn it on. For some last minute touches, I put the soundproofing stuff on the lines inside, ran the drain line through the floor, and wrapped it all up in the tape that came with the kit. Mr. Cool units also come with a smart USB chip you can put in the unit to control it with your phone from anywhere. All you have to do is just open the little hood, pop this piece out, and insert the USB chip. But at the end of the day, they're reliable, long-lasting units with incredible customer service. Then we filled in all the spots that didn't have any insulation. My dad and brother were very excited. And tired. Then me and Colby glued
They not paying me. Mr. Cool not paying me for the sponsorship.
everything together with spray foam. This locked the wooden walls to the foam, which made everything incredibly strong.
It's for you, Trenton.
Now that all the electric
Bro, come on now, dog. Come on, man.
What are you talking about?
plumbing and insulation was done, it was finally time to cover these walls up with plywood. We used super skinny sheets that were like 5 millimeters thick. That way we can keep this camper really light. Meanwhile, Colby was starting on the cabinets.
All I gotta do is take these drawings and turn them into a real cabinet.
Kobe gonna build them cabinets now.
For the cabinets, we're pretty much just following exactly what the old cabinets were, just with a few upgrades, like instead of a washer machine in the kitchen, there's a pantry. That makes sense, right? While he was doing that, me and my dad wrapped up the inside, and now it looks insane.
Oh.
Yeah, this is actually hard to believe. I'm gonna pull up a picture to show you. Look, this is what we started with. And now it looks like that.
Crazy. Let me see that again.
Look, this is
What's his channel called? It's President Che. President CHAY.
what we started with.
It's crazy because G, welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. Man. How you feeling, man? It's crazy because they only live an hour from me in South Carolina.
And now it
And then you go pull up on it.
looks like that.
Oh. It is. Ooh, it look like it was molded right there. So that's not mold on that wood right there. It look like mold. What?
As you can tell by the dust on my hat, I just got done sanding. Now we're just wiping them off and then we're gonna spray them.
I hate sanding, but
First coat of paint on these cabinets is just going to be a white primer, and I honestly wasn't very sure what color to paint these, but Trenton and Liz sent a bunch of pictures of stuff they liked, so I think I'm going to go with green.
they didn't clean it first and sand it and seal it. It's definitely still gonna be open spores and it's gonna spread.
Coast
I think they know what they doing.
still playing.
Hopefully. Ooh.
I also want to give a huge shout out to Colby and my dad because they did all of these cabinets while I was on a vacation.
This is the step that makes us look like we know what we're doing.
Wait.
I gotta say, this is our first time actually doing something other than gray or white, and I absolutely love it.
Every place.
Well, they did a great job on these cabinets, but if you look up, you'll see that there's lines and nail holes and all kinds of nasty stuff that we gotta cover up with trim.
On the outside of the camper, my dad
True.
took off the old ugly stickers that made this thing look horrible. Then he sanded the entire thing to prep it for paint and where he could put the metal patches on the sides.
What we got there, Colby? Trim!
While Colby was trimming out the
Trim.
door and the ceiling and the walls, I was trying to figure out how to make these windows look less horrible. If you look closely, you can see foam and inside the walls. It's just not good. So I had to figure out a way to cover all of that up. I ended up making a wooden piece for that white thing to sit in that also fit inside the window hole.
Tough.
I'm done. I'm quitting. That's it. I've reached my peak.
I did this for every single window, and honestly, I can't believe I was successful at it at all. Then me and
Just
Colby
gotta put
started
the trim
putting up our
around it.
roof. Remember how we never waterproofed it? Okay, this is a bit of a pain because we had to paint the roof with glue, then the vinyl, then they had the dry, where we could stick it down, and we repeated that until it was done. It took like 2.5 hours. What? Do you think the music's just gonna start up again and I'm gonna zip through it where you don't have to watch? I could play this clip for 3 hours if I wanted to. The new roof looked amazing. The only thing I had to do now was install the gutters,
We have gutters!
Put out them lights.
All right, now I'm gonna try and trim off the excess. Then I think we're good. And that is a brand new roof. right, so here's our shower, and now we're going to waterproof it.
I mean, I'm gonna waterproof it.
I'm gonna help.
We watched them make this warehouse, didn't we? With all those lights on the top. Yeah, we did. It's crazy, Chad. We got another leak in the tiny home shower. It's crazy. It's like it's going down the drain, then it's coming out up under my shower onto my bathroom floor, and it's dripping outside too. So it's another thing we gotta fix. Another thing we gotta work on. So we're gonna have to take a break from the porch sooner or later. We'll fix that. But that's what comes with having a house, being a homeowner. Gotta fix some stuff, but at least we ain't gotta pay nobody to do it.
While my dad and I were working on the shower, Colby was making crown molding. And because we're going for that modern country look, we decided to stain it this really nice brownish red.
So,
I'm gonna give you guys a little taste here.
Tastes good.
Now, I'm gonna give you a little lick.
what?
That was not the last weird thing Colby said, but I will say that his crown looks amazing going up. Meanwhile, my dad was killing the shower. While I was knocking out the countertops. After the countertops were installed, we stained them the same color Colby stained the crown. And because these countertops are wood, we have to waterproof them with something, so we got a gallon of this.
I hope this is the right stuff.
So too.
There's like 3 options at Lowe's. We just bought the first one we saw.
Then Colby finally installed all of the cabinet doors.
It's coming together now.
And the handles. And you know what? Actually, I'm going to show you. They're just cabinet doors, right? But for Colby to build just these doors took days of work. I think this is about a 2-hour clip of him just standing there assembling all these doors. Every single one needed bondoed, sanded, primed, painted. And here I am just blasting through it like it's nothing. So you know what? Everybody go comment, thanks, Colby. With the kitchen looking way better than the original one, there's only a couple things to do left in it, like install the dishwasher, the cooktop, and the sink. Back to the bathroom. You see that little space right there beside our shower? That's for our washer and dryer. Something I'm really excited but scared to install, because I don't know if it's going to fit. The first hurdle is getting it in the camper itself, which...
Why didn't they just measure it first?
It barely made.
Yes! Yes! I did not think that was gonna fit.
Dude, that slid right in there.
The next hurdle was getting it into place. The washing machine was easy, but the dryer was a little tight.
Okay, wait. We're a little too high.
We have to go in more.
We did end up getting it connected,
Well, hold it up. Can we get him some bolts? Okay.
but the last hurdle was connecting the vent, the lines, and the drain.
We gotta go back further.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go.
Then all 3 of us slowly but surely worked it into place. Trenton, if you're watching this and you ever have to replace that washer dryer, I'm so sorry. But at least it looks good. With the tile in the shower dry, my dad then put in the floor. Then I installed the bathroom sink. And back in the kitchen, we decided to dress up the backsplash a little bit.
Got to.
Looking good. Well, except for the floor. I'm stupid. I forgot to hit record, so there's the floor. We can still record most of it.
That's how it be, boy. You forget the press record, you start working, think you doing something, then you look at your camera and be like, dang. All that for nothing. It's gonna be heartbreaking. That's what come with it though. That's why you always gotta look 3 times. You gotta check 3 times, make sure you record.
Then, because I'm a fantastic friend, I got a second Mr. Cool mini split to go in the bedroom. For this one, I welded up a little platform for the outside unit to sit on in the back. I think that'll work. In terms of heating and cooling power, this is going to be way overkill, but they'll be able to have a climate-controlled bedroom now. And I just want to remind you one more time to click on that link in my description to check Mr. Cool out. These things are so easy to put in, and they're amazing products with amazing customer service. Alright, now it's time for carpet.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
I don't know if it's just me, but I think carpet is totally underrated. I will always want it in my bedrooms. I think it looks amazing, it's cozy, and it absorbs sound. You look way too comfy, dude.
I just need a bed.
Let's put it in. When we first got this camper, it actually had a really cool aluminum bed frame that didn't have any mold on it. So we reused it and made it big enough to fit a queen size bed instead of a full. Oh, everything fits perfect. Dude, this is gonna be sick. Then Colby mounted it to the floor, put new wood around it, and we even reused the hydraulics where it's still open. This next clip is something I almost cut out, but it's so interesting I left it in. I got this awesome 7-foot couch off of Facebook Marketplace for the living room, and I didn't realize this until I got home, but there was no way for it to fit inside the camper.
I'll let it down. Right there?
And yes, we took the feet off and tried every possible way. It wouldn't go. So I stapled the fabric to the back of the couch and cut it open. Now we're gonna have to cut into the wood where we can fold the couch temporarily to get it into the camper. This was terrifying, but I kept going until the couch did this. See, now we got a bendy couch.
What?
Then I ratchet strapped it shut where we could get it into the camper.
Oh my gosh. We got it in.
That's crazy.
It's in there, man. We got it in. Give me some.
Fixing the couch was really easy. We just got some scrap wood and glued and stapled it on to the parts we cut.
Man, if there's a will, there's a way. You just gotta figure it out. That's crazy. I would have never thought of that though. I ain't gonna lie.
Then we just folded the fabric back and stapled it together. And since the back of the couch will never be seen, we don't have to worry about hiding these staples.
Dude, it's like perfect.
Wow.
I'm sorry, I had to make you watch. I'm just so impressed we're able to do this.
I'm impressed
Dude,
too.
this is big. I know. Oh my god.
Then instead of an old, ugly camper toilet, we got a real house toilet. The last thing this living room / kitchen area needed was a dinette. Basically 2 benches with a table in the middle. This smaller bench I'm working on now is pretty straightforward. It's just a plain old bench with storage underneath. The bigger one, however, is different. Trenton's girlfriend has a cat that will also be living in this camper with them.
That's gonna be the cat's house right there.
So this bench is going to double as a cat room, giving them a place to put the litter with a vent that goes outside so it will never stink.
Okay.
After they were all nice and painted, I went ahead and added a little door for the cat to get in and out.
That's hard.
That's a lot better than the old dinette that used to be here. For the first time in months, this is coming
how much
out.
this cost and how much they had to pay them. Oh yeah, how much they probably did it for free for the dude, for Trenton, because they get paid from all their videos. Like everything they buy in this video is an investment, and they getting paid multiple times that what they spent on the video. So they probably did it for free for him. just get paid from the video.
At the shop where we can paint it.
Say real estate. It won't stink if it got that little fan in there that's always going, taking the smell out, and it's a little confined space, so ain't no smell really coming out of there, especially with the fan.
We first hit the camper with a nice gray primer. Don't worry, it's not the actual color. This is. We're restoring it back to its factory white.
A fan isn't gonna get all the smell out. I think it will, Ollie. I ain't gonna lie. You gotta think it's a real small space. Is it lagging or is it just me? It's just you. It's not lagging over here. But it's a small confined space, and the fan is not blowing inside the space. It's pulling everything out. So it's not hard to air out that little space.
Only with a modern twist.
Professional right there. I know. Hey.
I want to remind you what this living room used to look like. Next, we have the bathroom. It used to be moldy, nasty, cluttered with all the swinging doors, and just outdated. Now it's new, spacious, luxurious, and overall a way more functional space. And last but not least, let's revisit the bedroom. Originally this room looked the best, until we took it apart and found that it had some of the worst mold in the entire camper. The bed was a shrunken full size that nearly touched the wall. There was a box TV stand, and now, full-length queen bed, upgraded cabinets, a separate
Let me paint the outside of the new building. Let's do it.
AC unit, and new TV. The last thing for us to do was to show Trenton and his girlfriend Liz.
Alright, go ahead and remove your blindfold.
Look at it! Oh my god!
What?
Oh my God.
There's not a hole anymore! Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, there's a washer dryer? How did y'all fit that in there? I know, right?
For those of you wondering, we can't take it to Trenton's land yet because currently he's working in Missouri and he won't be back till November. But when they do move in, we will do follow-up pictures on Instagram. Some interesting facts about this build. The new weight of the camper is 8,000 pounds, which means we did a really good job on our weight. And the total cost for everything, including the camper, is right around $20,000. Thank you guys so much for watching. Including the camper is right means we did a really good job on our weight. And the total cost for everything, including the camper, is right around $20,000.
$20K for the whole rebuild. That's crazy. How many views he get on this video though? See, 8.6 million. That's way over $20,000. 8 million views. He getting about, I'd say he probably got about 60K off this video right here. And it can be taken wherever, even though they said it's only moving one time. Facts. So he got his land. Okay, he saved money. Facts. But yeah, they definitely got a good return on their investment on this video. With the 8.6 million views in 6 months. Oh yeah. That's tough. That's a real accomplishment right there. When you get to the point where you can spend 20K just on a video and then get your money back times 10, times 5. It's a real deal right there. I ain't gonna count. He's too white to be saying that word so many times. That's what I'm saying though. He black. I thought the same thing. Belly and race. Belly Gang Cushington is of mixed race with a black father and a white mother. You feel me? He black. He mixed, but he black. It's crazy though. He that light though. Being that his pops is black. Next video. Ooh. Y'all watched the new video out? It just dropped yesterday. 17K in a day. Make sure y'all go watch that. Go like it. Say he never been around white people. That's what they all say. No, I was just playing. I was just playing. Alright, next up. Which one y'all want to watch, chat? Said look like he got Irish too. Yeah, facts. Y'all want to see how the cartels built their tunnels? Y'all want to see the empty states of America? Why houses in US are built from wood and Europe uses brick? Which one y'all want to see? Or y'all want to see the most remote homestead on earth? 17K in one day. Also appreciate that. Highly appreciate y'all watching. Cause he had red hair. Which one y'all wanna watch, chat? Say something. We're gonna go with this one. Most remote homestead. What's the name? Kamoka. Kamoka Pearl. The most remote homestead on earth.
Yeah. It's hard to find anything perfect in nature. Even the things that look perfect, they're shaped by time, by pressure, by staying still. When you live this far from everything else, there's nothing to distract. Life turns inward.
Oh.
And over time, something quiet takes shape. Forms slowly, in isolation, on nature's terms.
Y'all want to watch something informative? Word? Let's see what this talking about first.
My name is Tavai. I'm a third generation pearl farmer here at Kamoka Pearl. My grandfather started this farm in 1991 and my dad came on, and now I'm third generation coming in. Yeah, so we're here on the atoll of Ahe, which is arguably one of the most remote places on Earth.
Eesh.
Thousands and thousands of miles from any major landmass. Being
Thousands and thousands of miles from any landmass. That's
this
crazy.
remote, there's no hospital, right?
I'm about to say, it don't look like it's no buildings or nothing.
There's no grocery store. It's very DIY. Like, if you have a problem, you got to figure it out. You know, there's nobody you can call. Being out here really gets you in tuned with figuring it out, thinking for yourself, you know?
My name's Josh Humbert,
How long y'all think y'all could survive out here?
and I'm a second generation pearl farmer here at Kamoka. My father, Patrick, started the business. I came to join him a year after its inception. People don't understand how vast the Pacific is because it's not represented accurately on maps. If you see where we live from space, you see nothing but ocean. Anyway, we're a long ways from anything. There are consequences to the remoteness. Just over a year ago now.
So I do good out there with you, boo, because you can do everything.
Out November
You already know.
2024 at the end
You
of
already know we good in the wilderness.
the month. I
We gonna figure it out.
got bit by a shark.
Got my leg.
We were spearfishing, and I came up from a dive, and the shark came straight up on me and grabbed my leg. There was a lot of blood loss, so we came.
And you got bit by a shark.
We were spearfishing, and I came up from a dive, and the shark came straight up on me and grabbed my leg. There was a lot of blood loss, so we put a tourniquet on it straight away. We didn't know if
Ooh. What?
blood loss, so we put a tourniquet on it straight away. We didn't
Sheesh.
an artery had been cut or whatever. We just knew that there was just blood everywhere.
You could tell that was aggressive too. He bit it and started shaking.
We didn't know if an artery had been cut or whatever. We just knew that there was just blood everywhere. It put me in such a degree of pain that I kept wanting to black out, and I was hyperventilating. I had to, work on my breathing and try to drop my heart rate. To get off the atoll, what I'd do is we had to boat half an hour to the village, and then a plane had to be sent in from Tahiti. Once I got to Tahiti, there was no operating room available for another 24 hours. So the operation actually didn't happen until 10 available for another 24 hours.
24 hours.
So the operation actually didn't happen until 10 o'clock the following evening. It was a great example of
What? Nah, that's crazy. Y'all heard what he said, right? He got bit by a shark that night. Had to take a boat for 30 minutes. Wait on the plane. Fly the plane to the hospital. Then he got there, had to wait 24 hours to get surgery. 10 o'clock the next night.
being remote is cool and all, but sometimes it's tough.
It really puts it into perspective on how careful you have to be. You don't take as many risks as you would.
I don't think I could live there, I ain't gonna lie. Cause if something happened to me, I need some help. ASAP. Yeah.
When you know there's help nearby.
Do you prefer being isolated here in nature?
Oh, what do you mean isolated? I breathe fresh air, I have good food, and there's no stress, I mean, living in a town is madness,
It's isolated, but it's not lonely. Like, I've never felt lonely here. Like, we're just too busy to be lonely. Like, we're farmers, Anyone who's ever farmed anything knows that you don't have time to be lonely. But you've got shit to do.
So right now we're just coming out here to grab first craft oysters. So these are oysters that haven't produced a pearl yet. So we're gonna go down, grab them, bring them back to the farm, and then start the first crafting process. So these are for the first draft operations. These are all virgin oysters that have not produced a pearl yet. So we're bringing them in here to perform the first seeding process. Right now what he's doing is he's going into the oyster and he's just checking on the oyster quality. So this like black stuff is going to get cut like that, and it's going to be like a little strip, and then it'll get cut into little pieces, and that'll get put into another oyster alongside a nucleus. And the cells from this mantle tissue is going to start the activation of the pearl creation.
What? Yeah, I heard that too. Somebody shoot. I don't see nobody.
So it's basically like the pearl that.
What was I saying? Oh yeah, they what's it called? Bioengineering the pearls. That's crazy.
The activation of the pearl creation. So it's basically like the pearl that is going to get created is going to be used with the genetics of.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
This oyster.
So once the first graft operation is done, you put the oysters back into the ocean for about a year, and then you pull them back out, and then you harvest the pearl. And then the ocean is done, you put the oysters back into the ocean for about a year, and then you pull them back out, and then you harvest the pearl.
That's crazy. Yeah, I thought cutting them open would kill them too.
And that makes us die.
Why I thought making wine, I thought, oh yeah, you gotta, they be stepping on the grapes, mashing the grapes up and then putting it in the barrel for a long time, right?
So yeah, today's harvest day. These oysters, we've been taking care of them for 4 years now, and today's finally the day
4 years.
that we're taking the pearls out. So we'll see if we did a good job over these last 4 years.
Is this how all pearls is made, or can they be made naturally? Like, who found that you can do this? Like, who knew that an oyster can make a pearl? Like, what? And the process that you gotta do to make.
To make our pearls, like it takes a lot of hands. It starts with my father, myself, my son, but then there's Davey the powerhouse. Like I talked about my dad being the motor, but Davey's the motor on the work front. There's Rainui, there's JR. We have like a kind of a constant stream of volunteers or interns or whatever, where people who come and spend time with us. Beyond the farm, there's my wife Celeste, who handles all of the back end stuff of the website, the jewelry design. Beyond Tahiti, there's Kelsey and Shimani that are at our fulfillment and jewelry building, and we all work together and we all talk and we're all friends, and it's the single-minded effort of all these different people that are responsible for what Kamoka is.
Oh, I I first arrived here in 1972. That's for the first time, yeah. We produced quite a bit of pearl, you know. At one time, it was more than 20 or 25 people working on the farm.
At the time, the pearl industry was booming like crazy. But what had happened is the whole industry became saturated. So there's too many pearls being produced, which caused the price to tank pretty much. You know, we got to a point where we just had one employee, but, you know, went from like 20 plus to one. For the last 20 years.
So that's why pearl value be like decreasing. I didn't know that. Cause you can make pearls, but you can't make no gold. You can't make no diamond. Well, you can make diamonds, lab grown diamonds or whatever they be doing. You can't make no gold though. That's why gold be holding its value. I never knew that. I just figured that out. That's why they be saying don't be buying out. I'm buying iced out watches because they lose their value. But get plain Jane like all gold, and hold its value and it increase in value. I never knew the reason for that, but I just figured it out.
It's just been like struggling to stay afloat and not face the fate of pretty much 90% of other pearl farms that were abandoned. Like there's many years where we just didn't produce pearls at all. I kind of thought to myself, you know what, like I'm just gonna go all in on this. Like I don't know anything about business. I don't know where to go, but I'm just gonna Google how to build a business or whatever, you know? And I started watching videos, started listening to podcasts, and I was like, okay, it's like this social media thing, like that's where it needs to go. And the first video I posted, I remember we got about 100,000 views on it. And I was like, oh wow, okay, like this is what we need to do. We're finally able to rebuild the farm. You know, we're able to have more people come out. Now we have 4 full-time employees. You know, we're slowly growing the team.
What Tevai succeeded in making a video that we are now able to sell pearl on the internet, which wasn't possible 20 years ago. And that makes a huge difference. Because now we can produce just about as many pearls as we want and sell them at a decent price. And before we had to produce a lot of pearls, you know, just to break even because of the cost of running the farm and the cost of labor. And
I have to spend time with my father. I have to spend.
It's a long video, I ain't gonna lie.
And we had to swim to land every time or take a little boat. So the deep part of this bridge was kind of engineered by Grandpa Patrick. These big piers that go all the way down to about 40 feet or so. It's definitely broken before. This is about our 3rd generation of bridge. We have land dogs, but we also have sea dogs here. They kind of just hang out, and you know, whenever we're cleaning fish, they'll kind of just take care of all the scraps.
Wow.
This is kind of just like the hangout table, drink coffee, whatever. Fruit pantry. We have lemons from the garden. These are cucumbers from the garden. We have our freezer. This is all solar powered. This is where old man Patrick sleeps. We got a lot of little tinkering stuff with pearls here. Yeah, this is kind of where we just work with pearls and like make little things, like very crafty space. We're gonna have to just do this.
Dog, I think he was just calling I think he was just saying the sharks is like dogs.
So this is our drinking water tank. The whole roof is collecting water, and it all comes down here into the tank. The water comes through there and it goes under the farm all the way out into the kitchen area. So then that's where we have our drinkable water. So this is kind of like the living room / like kitchen area where we all eat here. We got Patrick making a little dish here. Yeah, so this is the office where we get all of our computer stuff done. You know, throughout the day, we have a lot of pearl farming stuff to do, but we also have a business to run. There's constant management on the farm side, but then also on the
online e-commerce side. It's a good creative spot. And it's also right next to the internet where you can plug in all our stuff here. So this is just like the perfect spot for just content creation. It's also, we can sleep up here. We can hang out on the roof. One of the best spots ever to hang out at night because we can hang out on the roof. One of the best spots ever to hang out at night because the
Mama Milkers, appreciate that follow.
night sky here has zero light pollution. So we're on land here. Most of our time is spent on the pearl farm, but here we actually own a large portion of the property. So this is Jules. We've had him since he was a little puppy. And then this is Leenda. He's got some cool looking eyes. She's the sweetest dog ever, but these are our pearl farm dogs. He does that. I don't really know why, but he has an obsession with grabbing rocks out of the water and then putting them on land. Yeah. So this is a car that we had brought here to basically help pull that big catamaran out onto land. And we used it successfully, and then, you know, it's a car, so it's like, what are we gonna do with a car here? It accidentally burned down one day. This is the old man's workshop. This is where he likes to design all of his different machines. He likes to work on a bunch of different magnetic motor projects.
Oh, what are you talking about, man? Get up out of here, man. I don't even know how to do it. Man, where's all these trolls coming from, chat?
He's very, very big into magnets and trying to figure out how to invent like the new thing. Spends a lot of time researching and tries to kind of defy science in a way. And he's been somewhat successful.
Steady hand, I better say it. Appreciate it. Appreciate it, Holly.
So far, so this is one of our oldest bungalows. Again, we've been here since 1991. There was a time where we had over 20 people living here full time, and all of our bungalows like this one had people in it, but it's just been breaking down over time, and we just haven't had the resources to keep up with maintenance with everything. Here's a good example of a victim to time. This is one of 4 beehives we have here on the atoll. They are mostly fed coconut, and then this other plant called noni. Between 4 hives, like, we're able to...
You gotta feed the bees?
Coconut. They are mostly fed coconut.
I didn't know that either. I thought bees fed themselves.
And then this other plant called noni. Between 4 hives, like, we're able to keep a full stock of honey just for ourselves. Like, we don't sell it or anything, it's just for personal consumption. So this is the start of our garden. This is a fig tree that we planted. It's pretty successful. We got a few figs here. So this tree is a moringa tree. It's really good in salads, and it's one of the most nutrient dense things you can eat. So this helps us a lot because being here on an atoll, there's a lack of certain nutrients. So over time, you can become deficient in certain things. So it's really important for us to try to supplement with stuff like this. More figs right here. We actually got a ripe one right now. How's that? Yeah. Perfect. Again, we are on
I had a fig since I was a kid.
Atoll here. We don't have a lot of soil to work with. So we are forced to kind of create our own with just compost, really. So this is one of the most efficient ways for us to create soil. This is all just ground coconut husk. You see it holds in that moisture really well. You go down deep like that, you got that good stuff right there. And then that slowly turns more and more into soil over time. We grow a lot of our own food out here. Most of what we eat is fish, rice, and then a salad. So 2/3 of what we eat comes from here. So we grow our own stuff, we fish our own fish. Yeah, stuff grows pretty well out here as long as we keep up with soil production.
Here on Coral Atoll, you're sitting on a reef. You're sitting on nothing but coral. Like you can look around, you're not going to find a proper rock anywhere. The atoll ecology is really interesting in that all the plants, they're able to survive because there's fresh water. But there's only fresh water where there's land. So basically what you have is this lens of fresh water that floats on the tide because all the coral is permeable. It rains and then the rain accumulates where there's land, and then you have this lens that goes up at high tide and down at low tide. What the ancient Polynesians did for agriculture is they built trenches. They'd fill the bottom of the trench with whatever organic matter they could get their hands on. Basically at high tide, the water table would come up and it would water the bottom of the trenches. And then at low tide it'd drop back down and it would dry again. And so basically what you had is this perfect watering system before we knew about these trenches. It was actually my dad again who had read about that. Or
Dang, well, I gotta see what he talking about. I don't know what he talking about. They gotta show me. He talking about some water in the trench and it dried up and it something. I don't know.
I'd heard from the elders. I'm not sure. But yeah, there's just like a lot of the basic necessities of our life we get from the things that grow around us.
What sets Komoka apart from other farming techniques, other farms, other pearl farms?
What sets us apart is more, I'd say, intentionality than anything else. We basically, we're trying to
look at all them palm trees.
Leaves the lagoon in a better state than what we found it. We clean our oysters with the fish, and what that's done over the years is it's fostered just incredible abundance around our farm. It's possible to clean oysters in a much faster way, blasting them with water pressure hoses, and what that does is it knocks off all the fouling, and the fouling goes straight back into the lagoon. The way we do it is it's slower, but the species are basically consumed by the fish, and so the fish populations get stronger, and everything just maintains its balance.
My dad was able to really pioneer the sustainability aspect of it. Our system of working alongside the marine ecosystem. Like anytime there's been temptations to go a more efficient but dirty way, he's always been like, no, like we're going, this is the direction we're going. Like we're not doing that. We're gonna do things right. I really appreciate that side of him, because he's really steered the boat in that direction. I think regenerative farming is the way of the future, whether it's pearl.
W video, man. That was kind of informative. I think that's gonna be it for tonight, chat. I need to go get something to eat. I ain't ate since earlier today. Get them out of here steady hand. I don't know where they coming from. W stream, man. W stream. Oh, let's watch this video real quick. It's a little 10-minute video. We knock this out real quick. My camera keep getting blurry too. Use the bathroom real quick. So I'm gonna eat some pizza. Or I don't know what I'm about to eat. There's a whole lot of jelly. I gotta get a pendant. I just got my chain fixed today. It was broke. I gotta get a new pendant though. I don't like how it's like all over the place. Alright. Next up. Why US houses are built from wood and Europe uses brick. It's a US Observer.
In Germany, 90% of new houses are built with brick or concrete blocks. In Italy, almost every residential structure is masonry. In Spain, the same. In the Netherlands, brick. In the United Kingdom, brick. Across the entire European continent, the standard residential wall is built from a material that lasts for hundreds of years and does not burn. In the United States, 90% of new single-family homes are framed with wood, 2x4s, plywood, oriented strand board.
Yep.
The same material a beaver uses, the same material that catches fire in seconds.
That is facts.
The same material that termites consider a buffet.
That is facts.
2 wealthy regions. Same century, same access to every building technology on the planet. 2 completely opposite ways of constructing the most expensive purchase of an average person's life. Why? The standard answer is that America has more trees. And that is true. The country has one of the largest commercial forestry industries in the world. Lumber is cheap, abundant, and renewable.
Lumber is not cheap, man. I don't know what lumber he talking about. That lumber is not cheap. Shh, crazy.
But that explanation only describes how the system started. It does not explain why it stayed. Europe also had vast forests once. They cut them down centuries ago.
Not everybody make firewalls though. Like most of the houses, don't nobody take the extra step. They just build it, unless they just customize it.
Ago and switched to brick. They never went back. America had the same option in 2000 and chose wood. In 2026, even with mass timber technology and engineered concrete and prefab steel framing all available at competitive prices, 90% of new American homes are still wood. The real reason is not the trees. It is something economists call path dependence. Once a country sets up a building industry around one material, with its workers, its codes, its supply chains, and its bank financing, switching becomes nearly impossible even when better materials exist.
Correct.
America locked in wood 300 years ago.
So basically, they saying they just stuck in their ways and they don't really want to switch it up. But more people building barndominiums and stuff now though.
Europe locked in brick 1,000 years ago.
With metal.
Both systems still run on the inertia of decisions nobody alive ever made. And here's the data that proves the difference is not just aesthetic. A wood-framed American house has an average lifespan of around 50 to 70 years before major reconstruction. A brick or concrete European house regularly stands for 200 to 5.
That's crazy. I ain't never thought about that. Is it like you see like buildings overseas and stuff? They do be old, like real old, but they still be livable. But houses over here, boy, they gonna rot. They gonna fall apart. The floor is gonna leak. I mean, the ceiling's gonna leak. Floor is gonna fall in. You gotta remodel. That's crazy.
500 years with maintenance. Some homes in Spain and Italy are still occupied after 700 years. The United States demolishes and rebuilds the same housing stock multiple times in the time Europe holds onto a single structure.
Thanks.
2 systems. 2 completely different relationships with the idea of home. So how did the split happen? Walk back to the 17th century. When European settlers arrived in North America, they encountered a forested continent on a scale they had never seen. Massive old-growth pine, oak, maple, cedar. The eastern half of the continent was essentially a wall of timber stretching from Maine to Florida. Estimates suggest the eastern woodlands covered roughly 1 billion acres before colonization. Cutting trees was not just permitted, it was strategic. Forests had to be cleared for farmland anyway. Wood was the cheapest, fastest, most abundant building material a colonist could possibly use. The first wave of American homes was not a design philosophy. It was the path of least resistance through a landscape buried in lumber. Meanwhile, Europe had already been deforested. The continent had been clearing its forests for ships, firewood, and construction since the Middle Ages. By the 1500s, mature timber was a luxury good. Most European countries had no choice but to build with stone, brick, and lime mortar. The materials were heavier, slower to assemble, and required skilled labor. But there was no alternative. Europe ran out of wood before it ran out of demand for housing. That single resource gap, 3 centuries ago, sent the two continents down completely different industrial paths. In Europe, brickmaking became a regional craft. Every village had a kiln, every city had masons. Construction techniques were refined for hundreds of years around the assumption that walls were heavy, permanent, and assembled by hand. Building codes evolved around masonry. Bank loans were structured for properties that would last a century. Insurance assumed buildings would not catch fire. Skilled labor specialized in stone. In America, the opposite happened. The country invented balloon framing in the 1830s, a system that allowed a house to be assembled by a small team using nothing but standardized lumber, nails, and a hammer. No skilled masons were required, no expensive kilns were needed, just sawmills and railroads. Within 50 years, balloon framing and its successor, platform framing, became the universal American method. The country could build a house in weeks, not months. That speed is not a footnote. It is the entire story. Wood framing makes American housing cheap. A standard wood-framed home costs 10 to 60% less than an equivalent brick or concrete home. Construction is faster, and labor requirements are lower. The materials are easy to ship by rail or truck. Modifications are simple. Drywall comes off, new electrical goes in, drywall goes back on. An American contractor can throw up the bones of a house in 7 days with a crew that does not need years of specialized training. Masonry requires a different industry entirely. Bricklayers must apprentice for years. Mortar must...
Imagine how much them big mansions cost. They got the stones on, like the old castle-looking mansions. They spent some money on them.
Pure. Walls must be plumb. Plumbing and electrical have to be planned before the walls go up because retrofitting through brick is brutal. The whole process takes months, costs more, and depends on a labor force that simply does not exist.
Yeah, brick make everything harder to do too, like electrical, plumbing, all that.
In most of the United States. There are not enough trained masons in America to build the country at scale with brick, even if every developer wanted to. This is the path dependence trap. Wood is cheaper because the entire American construction industry is optimized for wood. Masonry is more expensive because nobody is set up to do it, and nobody gets set up to do it because masonry is more expensive. The cycle runs forward forever. Then there are the codes. American building codes are written around wood. Inspectors are trained on wood. Banks underwrite mortgages assuming wood. Insurance companies have actuarial tables built on the lifespan of a wood-framed home. Even when a developer wants to build with concrete, the financing, the inspection process, and the supply chain all push back toward the standard format. The system does not have to forbid masonry. It just makes it inconvenient enough that almost nobody bothers. Europe is the inverse. Try building a wood-framed single-family home in central Berlin. Building codes will block parts of it. Insurance will be more expensive. Resale value will collapse because buyers expect masonry. Banks will hesitate to finance it. The European market has been shaped around brick for so long that wood is treated as the exception. Not
crazy. So a big wooden mansion over here. I mean, if you had a big wooden mansion over in Europe, it wouldn't be worth nothing because it's wood. And the stock market, I mean, the house market different over there. That's crazy.
The rule. Now look at what the American choice costs. In 2023, the National Fire Protection Association recorded over 380,000 residential structure fires in the United States. Roughly 2,800 civilians died. Thousands more were injured. Property damage exceeded $11 billion in a single year. The fire death rate in the United States is roughly 3 times higher than in most Western European countries. Germany is around 5.3 deaths per million. The United States is above 12. The country with 90% wood-framed homes burns at double the rate of countries with 90% masonry-framed homes. Hurricanes hit even harder. When a Category 4 storm passes through Florida, wood-framed homes shatter. Brick and block homes built to Florida code regularly survive intact. After Hurricane Andrew in 1992, Florida updated its codes and pushed concrete block construction in coastal zones. The houses built to that standard outlasted the storms that destroyed everything around them. The technology works. It just is not used nationally. Termites cost American homeowners around $5 billion per year in damage and treatment. European homeowners do not have this expense at scale because termites cannot eat brick.
Facts.
Wildfires in California and the Pacific Northwest level entire neighborhoods of wooden homes in a single afternoon. A masonry house in the same neighborhood often stands.
Crazy.
And there is one more cost that nobody puts on the bill. A wood-framed home is designed to be replaced. Its lifespan is measured in decades, not centuries. When the structure deteriorates, the house is torn down and rebuilt. That cycle creates work for builders, suppliers, lenders, and insurance companies. It is good for GDP. It is terrible for wealth accumulation. A European family that bought a brick home in 1940 often passes that same home to grandchildren. An American family that bought a wood-framed home in 1970 is likely watching it crumble while their property value depends on the land beneath it. The structure is a depreciating asset. The dirt is the investment. There is movement at the edges. Concrete homes are growing in Florida hurricane zones. Insurance-driven masonry is appearing in wildfire areas. Mass timber and cross-laminated panels are starting to show up in commercial buildings. But residential construction at the national scale has not moved. Wood still wins because the entire industrial system is built to make wood win. 300 years ago, an American settler chose wood because the trees were free and the bricks were across an ocean. 300 years later, the trees are still free, the labor is still cheap, and an entire industry is still optimized for the same decision. Europe ran out of wood and accidentally built houses that last for centuries. America never ran out of wood and built houses that need replacing within a single human lifetime. So the question is this: will the United States ever break the wood cycle? Or is the country permanently locked into building disposable homes? Because that is what the system was built to do. Let me know what you think.
What y'all think, chat? They gonna switch over? We gonna switch over to brick one day? No, I think America, the way it's going now, is everything gonna be metal. It's gonna be metal houses, like futuristic type houses, like this. Yeah. It's gonna be stuff like this. And this. Watch. Say nope. This type of stuff we about to be living in the future. Alright, little chat. W stream. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Make sure y'all be safe out there. Make sure y'all have a good weekend, safe weekend. If you're not working this weekend, make sure you take care of some things you need to get done for yourself. Good night, G. My Tony. So you might be right. The way it's looking. We got the self-driving cars already. Next is flying cars. We got the electric cars. We on the way. We really living in the future right now. Like all the stuff people used to be talking about back in the day, like self-driving cars, electric cars, and all the modernized houses and stuff like that. We really living that right now. And it's only getting more futuristic. Happy Mother's Day to any mothers. Is Mother's Day? Not today. It ain't Mother's Day today. I thought that's the 10th. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Hey, jeez. All right, though, chat.